Today is the 14th of May, and Venus is moving away from her retrograde shadow. You may have seen that video, which I'm not really impressed with that particular astrologer because he's not an enlightened person and his communications is weird. I wanted to just do an update. I wanted to thank Daisy Chain for sending me enough money to get my screen if I needed to repair it. But I'm kind of caught between that and, well, of course, it's the only donation I've received since I've put these videos up saying to please help me again. Tired of doing this, I really am. But I happen to think that I know that I'm on the right track with all of this. I could sue these people for a lot of money. And I'm not somebody who does this, not at all. It just happens to be coming up that I have to stick up for myself. And if you want to take it to courts of law, then I need to get I was going to say restitution pay, but that comes from somebody else. But I think I should take them to court too, whoever has been sitting on me for the past 4 years and making me lose a lot. I'll try to communicate with them like over the counter. What I mean is out of court and say, hey, you owe me, babe. But I doubt it, and so that means they'll have to pay a lot more if I take them to court, which is, I don't want to do any of that. So thank you, Daisy Chain, once again for making that awesome donation. I wish that there were more people on my side like that. Right now, see, I fixed my battery as soon as I got that little donation, even though I was exhausted. No, I just picked up and I figured out what was going on with that battery thing, the little hookup there. It took me a while, but then I figured it out. And now it's very secure. I would like to be able to get an oil change. Hey there, red car guy. Why don't you fucking donate into my situation here and get me an oil change? If it's the same stupid ass that fucking tried to get a hold of me a year and a half ago who's a Leo that is like, that fucking total ego, right? I don't know. You men are in trouble. And you don't even know it. That's how fucking much trouble you are. See, today I'm going to do some things, but this is just a video to let people know that I'm okay. I have made so much progress in this thing that has happened with my lung without any help from the doctors at all. They're actually trying to get me to go and get a CAT scan, but I'm going to call them today and say, well, can I please have the copy of the x-rays? You know, because I went and got the x-rays and I made an appointment. I said, I want to talk to the doctor now. And they said, well, you got to get a CAT scan now. And it's just about money, right? And it's like, you know, they don't give a shit. And they actually cut me off, telling me, classic narcissist thing, and you're not letting me talk. It's like, no, I'm asking for you to let me talk several times. But I understand that these people are, because it's just from one secretary to the next, and we'll see what happens today. I'll get it on record. I'm coming by to get a copy of my x-rays, or can I make an appointment to get that done? And also it would be ideal if I can talk to my doctor a little bit, because I will get the CAT scans, but the thing is that they're not going to find anything. I mean, this thing has gone away. You know, if there is permanent damage, then oh yeah, those people will pay big time, because I didn't have any of this problem. No, I'm a healthy person. I didn't have a lung problem. See, it's weird to try to get people to hear. Like, I think that the doctor would be interested. Really, you contracted it, huh? And it's different than what most people are coming in with. Yeah, because I got conjunctivitis and the blah blah and how long did it take to get over it? These people are so fraudulent because, oh, just gargle with salt water and call me. If it doesn't go away in 10 days, then come back. And I tried to, and I did, and that's where the x-ray thing comes in. It's like, so I got the x-ray and it does show something, and now they're really concerned. They say, I have this disease, COPD, some pulmonary heart fucking lung failure or something. It's like, no, I don't. You are misdiagnosing me now, and I will get the CAT scan. See, right now I'm in the middle of trying to find out, is there a closer place to get this CAT scan? And when I tried to do that, they hung up on me at my insurance company. I don't know why I'm getting this bitchin' fucking service all around, but I don't care for it. But really, it's just what I'm doing. I'm documenting it all, and I want it all together by the 27th, so I can take it to court and say, look, this is the problems that they're causing me, those neighbors over there, and there's a lot more that I'm going to be presenting. Also, just me, myself, and I. But I am in the middle of waiting for Nancy. I guess everybody's busy, and I understand that. I'm just trying to get help. She sent me a website, and then I looked on the website, and there's like these columns, and I don't know which one to choose from, but there is a number on the side. So I'm back to my phone issue. Can I trust my fucking phone to make a damn call and not cut out on me? It has cut out on me every single time because of a screen glitch that goes into my communications, and it's like, okay, so I'm going to fix the screen. That's one of the ways to fix like glitching. I did go in, I took a lot of I cleared out my memory bank, and I did go in and switch some things that has to do with accessibility and my touch, the touch thing. So I have yet to see if it really works. See, what happens is like I can use it indoors in the dark all day, but then as soon as I go outside and the sun hits it, it starts doing all this squeamish, amazing fucking shit. But then it starts doing the squeamish, amazing shit even indoors as soon as I have some real business to take care of. And that's the way the satanic system is set up for us now, folks, especially in the United States. And so, I'm being resilient. Doing the right thing. I made the most amazing 2-bean soup, black and pinto beans, and with all the jalapeno and bell pepper. It tastes so good right now, right, with a lot of salt. It was I put 2 packets of beans in there, and it turns out it was just like right at the hilt, right, and some of it spilled over, but no, it really did cook up really well. And so I wish I had Daisy Chain and Kim Cass and my real friends to share this beans with, right? Come on over. If you're near me, if you think you can make it to me, come over. You're invited to my home. I'm doing a rehaul. See, the Venus thing is very real for us all because, well, it's the 0 point amazing like dream time space that it is when you're coming out of Pisces and then you're hitting 0 degrees, resetting the whole zodiac at Aries. And that's what Venus is doing right now. And Venus is a very important part of everything, right? It's made itself important. It's the feminine aspect. It's the woman. It's our values within ourselves, like really like through our relationships, what we gain from coming together. See, and I'm tripping out. It's like, well, God, you guys, I am on Facebook. I'm about to write an article. Pardon me while I pick up a loogie out of my eye. I've been having to clean my eyes every day because this thing it tries to come back, but I'm getting rid of it. See, I'm experiencing it trying to get me, and it's really pissed. Whatever it is, the venom, the shit that they put in me. Because I'm fighting it, and I can tell. See, I won this battle with my lung thing, but it got pissed and tried to kill me, and I said, no, I win, and it won. It backed down, and I won. Same with a lot of stuff I can explain to you pertaining to this illness that I was given by the system over there. It's like my word against theirs, and it's bullshit because that is exactly what's going on. That place is privately owned. Did you know that jailhouses, especially major prisons, it costs it costs a lot more. I'm sure it costs at least $150,000 a year to house each inmate per year. But somehow, see, it's owned privately as stock. It's next to oil as stock, if you didn't know that. That's the business that they're running on. And they're doing human trafficking. I heard it so much when I went in there that that's what's going on. And they're the women are being abused. It's way underground. You know, right now it's alarming because they're trying to push, like they're fucking picking on women so fucking hard. And you know, women will fall for it. They fall for these things because they live fearfully, and if they get pregnant, they get more and more fearful, and there's where they just get gutted by the system. If anything, their entire sovereignty and empowerment is gutted out. I hate to talk about it like that. You shouldn't have children unless you learn how to love your neighbor. And if you see a dangerous environment like the ecology, the human ecology, the way it is now, don't have kids. There's a problem. Don't have them for 40 years. By the way, you're the leader here as a woman because civilization does come out from between your legs here. A possible human civilization could happen, and we just haven't seen it yet, folks. That's why you should stop. Don't even, no, go get an abortion. If it's an accident and you're unsure about it, get an abortion. Yeah, because love isn't an uncertain place. If you found love, now I'm saying, oh, of course, find love within yourself. It's cultivated from within. It doesn't have anything to do with, God, I'm talking about this fucking crazy shit, right? Probably it's what we need to talk about. Venus is not doing well in Aries. It's kind of harsh there. But it's the warrior, you know, it's going through the house of the warrior, and we just did a little astrology with Adam Allenboss. But like I said, I don't. He should elaborate it more, like taking 15 minutes per sign, per house, per rising sign. See, your real sign in astrology is the sign that was rising in the east the moment you took your first breath. You base it on the very time of day that you were born, not the day. The day is sun sign astrology, where we know we have Leo over there, the guy that owns the car and tries to, oh, he's just found somebody who's going to try and communicate with me over it. And it's like, babe, I don't communicate with fucking Jack, nobody. And you can tell these fucking people the way they operate and the way they think because it's based on the money system, which is horrible because, you know, there's really actually great subject matter other than that fucking soul-sucking, raking fucking fraudulent system making everything turn to dust, useless, and it's just money. We're control freaks and we control you with our money. Yes. So hello there, sociopaths and psychopaths and narcissists. We don't appreciate how that you like to torture people and then it's about hate. Not about love. You can care less about that. You're rolling your eyes. How boring. How boring harmony is and getting along and being quiet and peaceful, huh? And then you turn it all around on us. Disturbing the peace over there. Yeah, because we're responding to how fucking insane you are. And how cruel and covert, like mean. And oh, I'm sorry, were you abused too? Yeah? Your childhood wasn't that good? They were doing something they thought they should spank you. They think that spanking is good. No, that's violation of your boundaries right there. You're a fucking idiot. If you think you have to lay a hand on a small toddler for any reason at all, because you don't know how to fucking live. I'm sorry, pardon me. I don't have kids, and I guess I don't have a right to talk, right? Or maybe I do. Maybe it was the wise thing to do to just not have kids this time, babes. Try to teach love. Try to love each other. Try to make the ecology. What I mean is there's a human, not human, babes. There's people, people, people. And the ecology is like equal to cold shards of broken glass, an acid rain, a goddamn black hole, a fucking clown act. Hi, I know you love this. I'm getting so many more likes. Being nothing but real, right? Again, thank you, Daisy Chain. Only the real people will donate into me. How about that, Leo? $10 is going to help a lot. It takes me just $5 to do a trip down the hill in my car because it gets a really good gas mileage. And I mean, I hate to talk like this, but what I can do and what I have done before is when I'm going down the hill, it's all downhill. It's like roughly 18 miles or so of going downhill, and I turn my car off, I put the key on, I put it in neutral, and I'm coasting, no engine. So I'm not using gas to go down the hill there, but it's pretty fucking pathetic. I don't really need to do that. My car gets great gas mileage. See, today, ideally, I would calm myself down first. Calm myself down, stop worrying about this relationship of mine that it's over. It's because of their level of communicating that it can't continue to go on anywhere. I tried to help them with that. I tried to tell them, like, you know, they brought all this baggage to me, right? Well, they're 15 years older than I, and people tend to have baggage if they didn't work on it, especially in your relationships. I have 5 planets in Libra with Aries rising, and it's like, oh man, you got to clean yourself up. I was very clean. I'm not short of having daddy issues, but you see, these people do not communicate, not a single fucking thing. So, see, eventually you want to communicate these things. Well, this is my problem. You know, I have a problem with abandonment, and please just tell me that you'll be back. And see, when a woman has daddy issues, all that means, when she's aware of it, all it means is that, no, see, there's love, and you say you love me, but say it 5 times, bitch. That's it. Sorry, if you don't have that much love to give out, then you're not for us. And we're not saying that you need to fork over even more money. No, it means that we'll be making more money if we felt secure enough in our relationships and actually held up and said, yeah, I really love that work you did. You know, and I'm anticipating what you play today. You know, but no, this person proves to be so disinterested in who I am. They're interested in what they can get from me. Classic narcissists, very diseased because they don't even know they're doing it. Or do they? They're in trouble. I see a lot of the population, this is Venus and Aries talking, who's going to get their fucking ass fucking royally kicked? Well, we have a Venus trine Mars, and that person can be more real and come face to face with me and have a real conversation. But I haven't heard a real conversation from that person. Not really. Not really. Not really. It's like going through texting and then and they just say what, like, right? Not really. Not aside from they say what you want to hear. Now I want to talk about Donald Trump, who's you know, they're picking on women, and it's because they can. There isn't very many alive women out there that say, no, I'll do what I want. I don't have to have your kid until you become you can prove that you're a human being. See, my theory is that the reason why that so many fertility clinics has gone up is because she's secretly taking birth control. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what the alive woman was. Why am I talking about this now? Well, we have Neptune at this degree 0 point, and it's about this subject matter, the feminine. I'm going to eat my beans and talk to you about it. You know, she has to turn. I've talked about this in so many videos. This is the religion here, by the way, and it's not Christ who's a man. No, that's a woman over there. She might have grown a beard after a while. I know this Greek woman up here, she's very beautiful. But she has to shave not just her face, because she gets a literal 5 o'clock shadow. She has to shave her whole body. Especially her legs get like porcupine. By the end of the day, it's showing. And I kind of feel sorry for her because I'm kind of hairless naturally, but some women are growing beards. It may have happened in the time of Christ over there, and by the time, you know, she was held in jail, they didn't give her a goddamn razor. Her hair is long. Come on, babes, you really don't know. And I don't want to know the women that disagree with that. They can't even think of it. Well, maybe I don't really even know the story. Maybe it was a woman, and maybe blah, 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 blah. To me, it's obvious. I was shown some things, too. It's really fucked up to see, though, because you see that how that the church has manufactured this ideal the way it should be, right? And really it gives the man this ego where it's terrible. It's just the worst side of humanity that can be brought out, which is an unconscious, power-tripping, I get my way, and yes, I make all the money, and fucking, could you fucking, ugh. Believe me, I want it to change, and it will. If I have to go to court and win cases, not really, that's not what I'm saying. I don't do this. This is not me at all. But they have managed to transfer their misery onto me, which probably involves all of this constant activity of court work and battling and being, right? And it's like, oh, good, whatever. I'll calm down and I'll get through it. If it takes a year, I'm not going to give up. It's going to expand. See, I just have to get the right communications going. Get in contact with real live lawyers that can hear what I'm saying. There's evidence already against the people that have done environmental terrorism. Unconsciously, they're being used like Satan put their hand on this, and these fucking stupid assholes doing money are perfect culprits to receive this, oh, free deal. For what? For what? You're parking your car on dirt or asphalt now. Which one is more healthy? Park it on the dirt. It's not bad. You still have to rake the stupid pine needles. Now you're going to rake it off of that stupid... These people should not be living up here. Pardon me. I wish that I had a different life than this particular worry, because it feels like, oh yeah, God, look at this woman. She's never going to fucking win, right? No, I'm going to win a lot. I have to just stick to the evidence that I have building up against of all of these people that has really caused me misery. It's just no choice. It's there. What are you going to do, Shauna? Are you going to just fucking tuck under? No. My lifestyle and my life has changed because I have to get this in order, and I will be paid big time. And I'll love to be able to pay all of you back who has given me money. This is the kind of person I am. You don't even know it. I'm actually very generous. I don't beg for money. See, I give information. I give of myself. I give of whatever it is. Do you think we need? Do we need communications about odd subject matter about, well, you really think that the reason why the fertility clinics have gone up all around us is because women are secretly taking birth control? Because they don't want to be enslaved. It's a big decision, big responsibility to finally have kids. My experience around here, where I'm at, oh, not a single one has proven to me, okay, there's a narcissist that says, no, swears up and down that I'm the best, but really, boy, their kids end up being these tyrannical kind of just like them, and yeah, flying monkeys. Otherwise, no, their kids end up hating them. They don't love them after a while. They try to make an escape because they're a fucking control freak right there. It's like a no-brainer for a woman. See, this is why, God, I hate the subject matter. 23 minutes, interesting. This is why psychology says that no, when a woman is diagnosed and is noticed that she has narcissism, which narcissism is the man's disease mainly, it's the fully encapsulated mind. They are imagining a life to be. You know, they deal with objects in their heads and ideals that way. Even when you're standing right in front of them, they're still dealing with that object in their head. You can see they're kind of looking all around this way and that way. They don't know. Reality and the truth therein that rises and falls in real time. If you remember what reality is, it's interesting. A lot of people don't know what it is. It's like, you mean I can make this a subject matter and struggle with this all my life and be called a guru, sitting on my hand saying, now, I just want to have this conversation. That's how Krishnamurti was. That's how all the Buddhists are. It's just a conversation between two very different people. One of them knows exactly what reality is. They just want to hear it. They're beating around the bush. They're like, so what do you think? While they're drinking their alkaline water and doing yoga, and because they're trying to keep their nervous system down, because every time they get an argument, every time they never get the right answer, every time they have to say no, they have to continue on with the conversation. Every time they get reactive abuse, every time they get it turned around on them. That they have a problem just because we want to communicate. Just because we communicate. Narcissists don't communicate. They do word salad, bickering, stuff designed to drive you crazy. I need to trickle this in. Get it while it's hot. Hell of a subject matter that I just brought up, right? And it starts out like this. Kalima. Kalima. She has a necklace full of skulls around her. She's a woman. Kalima. She comes out of the third eye of some of the feminine in the past, ancient mythology. So I see the order in which I have to do things. I see how it's placed in front of me. My financing needs support. I need support. And I feel that some individual, just one, in my life wasn't very supportive. They're only supporting their own, like, fear, their ego, and they're taking a lot out on me, all of their resentment, anger, their false love. And it's like, babes, if it was God and love the whole time that you were alive and working it, you wouldn't have such the raking over and the feeling of having lost and just having to dress yourself up like, yeah, no, I was the victim. No, you weren't. You were actually darkness, doing a dance with darkness, and you're in a black hole. You're in a pit where I don't know, the people around you. I mean, how's it going? I'm sure they're all just kind of tiptoeing around you, right? They're like, what's going on? You know, what do they tell you? What do you tell them? Turning on the real people around you that need a good conversation, a real live presence, instead of your manipulation getting further and further. See, the more that a covert narcissist gives to you, the more that their masks come off, because most likely you're getting more codependent and you can't make an escape, right? They can make you so sick, and just they can make you think that you have to absorb right into them because there isn't anything else more. And it's like, no, I demand a real presence. I want a conversation. What are you willing to invest? Because I have a lot that you can keep fucking with and steal from me. You're in the hole, I'm not. I could just sell out and go and sit on a grassy knoll somewhere and go, fuck. But I don't want to do that. See, I'm already on my grassy knoll. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I love what I have. I would love to share it with somebody. See, I would love to share myself with somebody. Yeah, I'm ready for love. I know what it is, though. See, that's the problem with a lot of people is that, see, I'll love to take it a little time here more, in case you narcissists don't know. It takes 2.5 years to know if you have an actual friend there. I mean, you just notice it. No, not on Facebook. Facebook and social media is a tool because there's spiritual warfare, there is war, and they're trying to give us a fair try at gathering constituents, which are friends. That's right. The first thing that came out was, I think it was Facebook, and then other things came out. But see, that was about friends, friend. See, I trip out because Pluto is in the house of Aquarius, which is the house of friends. The 11th house rules friends, and or Aquarius is there in the 11th house in the natural house placing. And now Pluto is there and just like opening the closet of friends and humanity and just sweeping around. Who's your friend? Who's your friend now? Who's the friend? Well, I say your friend is the one that makes you feel amazing. It might hurt at first. They don't tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what you need to hear. See, the good friend, quote unquote, they converted pardon me while I drip some of this into my system. In India, and this is definitely in the Bible too, you see, you have a figure there who was apparently a good friend, or were they? Why did they kill the good friend? Jesus Christ. Just Christ. Babe, Christ is not a last name. It's not even a first name. I try to break it down for you. There's the letter I in there that needs to stay in lowercase. Your eye has opened, babe. Or you can put the S there, it says is, what is. See, when your eye is open, you see things for as they are. The main thing that I learned, especially over the last 15 days here, is that you kind of look like this. You look at people and you kind of go, see, that's what the sociopath is doing. That's what David Icke explained with these people that are not humans. They are cloaked as being human. They are, in fact, a reptilian entity, satanic as hell. And they could be a sociopath. They could be a narcissist too. They are a psychopath. And they're doing the same thing. They're scanning you. And what they notice is the light around you. That they notice that, well, fuck, this is a being of light, of God. They can see through me if I'm not careful. In fact, they are seeing me right now, scan them, seeing how safe I am, whether or not I can like use them. See, they have so many people around them that they're glomming on. They're called flying monkeys. See, love knows how to be alone. I didn't just say, oh, it stays so alone that it doesn't have friends. It knows how to be a friend. A friend knows how to be alone, right? And then you know, if you really need their help, see, this is what I miss about me, and it's because of the stress that I've been through. You know, it's just part of who I am. I've always made money, and even if it's just a little bit of money, if I have it in my pocket, then I can go out, I can be with people, you know, in case it's like, well, yeah, we're going to end up going to a store or whatever. No, I just feel better making money for myself. This has always been this way, and it's kind of fallen apart for me for 4 years. I don't want to get back into this. See, I'm getting feverish about it. I see what I need to do. I have to get back into my practice. And first of all, I take care of my body, and then it's the same for you too, though, because you are up against it. If you're not, congratulations. You didn't make it to prison over there. You made it to another cinder block fucking room. You live like you're just the wall. You have bubble wrap, and you are practicing this and this, and you have an ego, and it's like, well, can we play a game? No. No more games with your fucking money. You're either a real person or you're not. This is going to help me. It's going to help me pay my taxes, get caught up. And in fact, if I take it all the way to the higher courts of law about the environmental terrorism, which I have to. I've been mentioning it each time they took me to court and say, no, this is my original problem that made me emotionally distraught. And then it's sad that these new neighbors that came in could not really support me. Like I said, that asshole crapper guy is like, yeah, I kind of, while he's building a fence, he's like, I kind of see what you mean. Why? You kind of see because you're all related. And it's just straight up fucking insane what they did. See, Jesus was one who said, God forgive these people because they don't know what they're doing. What that statement really is saying is that God will forgive you until it is seen that you actually know what you're doing, that you're conscious of it and you're going to mob people about it. That is called evil. And God does not forgive you. Unfortunately, Christ Jesus is very close to me, and that person, that angel has said, no, Shauna, look, here's another one. This one right here goes into the furnace. Malignant case. Oh, this one here. Another one. I'm like, well, goddamn Jesus Christ. When are you going to send me one that you don't say, no, this one is going to the furnace? When? Well, you keep communicating. Keep communicating as honestly and as wholeheartedly as you can. So thank you so much, Daisy Chain and Nancy and Kim Cass and Tina. These are the people who have wholeheartedly, selflessly, without damaging my fucking soul and trying to get a drop of blood out of me and kill my fucking character, has just given to me. And I'm here to tell you, I think you already know if you are my people, you know, no, you're being paid back tenfold. Not from me, but the universe has already given you so much. That's why you're able to do it. You're able to do it selflessly, unlike these people like the covert narcissists, right? They give, but they don't know what that is because they expect something back, right? They've never given. Not one bit. And then they devalue every bit of the human experience that you provide just because it isn't money that you're giving them. They've never valued it in the beginning, and they won't value it in the end. And they lose because of that. They have lost before a lot, and then what are they dressing themselves up because they know how to run like a fucking rat inside of a fucking pot of milk that they have spilled, that they have fallen into. And by the way, you're shitting all over it. Nobody wants it after you've made cream out of it from having churned so much, and then finally it gets to be creamy and you're like, yay. No, now it's tainted poison. Nobody wants what you have that you're giving, and you're not giving anything. It's an undermine. That's what you are, because you're undermined. You have a fake God, and it wasn't love. That's what that means. Good luck.